Tracking a subject moving this fast across a wide physical space is a nightmare when you're restricted to a narrow vertical frame. Forcing 16 by 9 horizontal footage into a 9 by 16 vertical crop manually is a tedious process that stalls your post-production timeline. Data shows that manual keyframing consumes roughly 1/3 on editors' total time on a project. Every hour spent on this mechanical task is an hour you aren't spending on high-level creative work or scaling your content output. With the current demand for daily vertical content, automating the reframe is a standard operational requirement for any creator who wants to stay relevant. Modern workflows solve this by shifting the burden of tracking from the editor to the AI. Two major players are competing for this space: Adobe Premiere Pro, the professional standard, and CapCut Pro, the mobile-first challenger. We aren't just looking at whether these tools work, we're testing how they fit into different types of production workflows. Our goal is to see which tool captures that 30% time dividend without sacrificing the visual quality of your final video. Choosing the wrong tool can actually cost you more time, as you'll end up fighting the AI to fix its mistakes manually. CapCut Pro is designed as a high-velocity engine for solo creators who need to move from raw footage to a finished export as quickly as possible. It uses a one-click face tracking system paired with automatic image stabilization to keep the subject centered. In our tests, CapCut reframes clips 30% faster than desktop editors. This speed is ideal for predictable movement like talking heads. The trade-off? CapCut is a black box. You have limited visibility into how the AI calculates motion. If the algorithm loses the subject or jitters, you don't have the tools to jump in and refine the path it created. CapCut prioritizes speed over control, which makes it the logical choice for high-volume creators who prioritize quantity. Adobe Premiere Pro is the alternative, a more complex engine designed for projects that require precise adjustments. The system is powered by Adobe Sensei, a machine learning engine specifically tuned for professional motion tracking. This engine is built to handle erratic subjects, like a breakdancer, where movement is rapid and directions change instantly. Sensei keeps the tracking reticle locked on the target, avoiding the glitches or lost subject errors found in simpler apps. These algorithms come with a cost. Adobe requires more processing power, resulting in slower initial render times on the matrix. You also lose mobile simplicity. The interface is harder to navigate and requires more setup before the AI starts. Premiere trades that initial setup time for the reliability needed in multicam projects or high-action footage. The key technical advantage in Adobe is that it reveals its tracking data to you as a series of editable micro keyframes. This allows an editor to step in after the AI pass to manually smooth tracking or fix errors. While CapCut forces you to accept the AI's decision, Adobe lets you rescue a clip it didn't handle perfectly. However, having thousands of editable points creates a new problem: decision fatigue. If you fall into the trap of manually tweaking every single keyframe, you'll end up losing the 30% time savings you were trying to gain in the first place. Choosing a winner comes down to the nature of your footage and the scale of your production. Start with your primary bottleneck. If your goal is maximizing raw output volume, branch left to CapCut Pro. Its restricted interface prevents over-editing. But if you deal with erratic motion and high polish, you need Premiere Pro. Using the wrong tool wastes your time. If you're an agency editor or working in action sports, stay with Premiere Pro to avoid the frustration of unfixable AI errors. For social media managers or podcast clippers, CapCut Pro gives you the biggest production schedule boost. Take a look at your last 3 projects and calculate how many hours you spent manually tracking your subjects. Tell us which software you're moving your workflow to in the comments, and subscribe for Day 5 of the AI Tools Challenge.